Hey guys, Veebat here with another V-Plays, and have you ever watched old Hanna-Barbera cartoons when they would have kind of the amazing race where they'd have all the different characters race against one another? Well, there was one character, and I believe his name was like Dick Dastardly or something like that. He was the typical cartoon villain with a crooked mustache, and he always drove wacky looking vehicles that seemed to have weird hooks and funky looking points and stuff on them. That's what this aircraft reminds me of. The exaggerated engine, the weird geometric shape of the wings, and this crooked nose. Exaggerated, oversized nose. That's what this thing reminds me of. So every time I fly this, it's like I'm in a Hanna-Barbera cartoon, but in this case, it's going to be an aerial battle. So here we are in Dick Dastardly's plane of choice. And we were able to take out those two heavies fairly easily. So what is this thing? The XP-50. The XP-50 is... We'll help out a little bit there. These bombs come back really quick, by the way. This thing is a Tier 6 premium. It has two 20s, and it has two 50 cal machine guns mounted in the nose. And it has pretty good maneuverability as well as airspeed and altitude performance. It is slightly less than what we would get with like a P-38J, and we don't get the big hard-hitting 37, but we do have some decent damage output. So you can see we're easily able to get up over 380, 390. I mean, it is pretty much all engine. The cockpit looks like it's added as an after effect because look how big and exaggerated the actual cockpit is on this airframe. Look, oh, that's perfect for us. Let's find a light fighter here. We are specialized, so we're able to put on the gas-operated action. There's Mordechai. Much like the P-38s, we're actually fairly nimble. Oh, no you don't. Finally, we got Mordechai Yak-9. That was not something I want to run into. Both of our rocket bases seem to be fighting over this site, though. That's got to be one of the heavies behind me. Yeah, it is. Oh, that's the human in the P-38J. Got him. Man, that's perfect. Going up against the P-38J, though, is not something I want to do. He is specialized. I'm willing to bet that he's kitted out for maneuverability. Yeah, and he's got that big old 37, so we're pretty much done for. But as far as a premium goes, it's nice that it's just a slightly lesser version of the non-premium variant. I'm not going to say that this thing has anything on the P-38J. The P-38J is a stellar platform. The only reason I got this aircraft is just kind of completionist, I guess. I wanted to pick it up because I had all the other American aircraft, or at least unlocked and had flown all of the other American aircrafts. So this was just an opportunity to pick up yet another. I'm not going to waste my time going over there, but I will go to the middle and dogfight a little bit. We'll get some of that altitude. Spitfire 1A seems to be harassing our buddy. That's going to be Cloud Rains down there. Oh, but I do see the Focke-Wulf. You can never ignore a Focke-Wulf 190. Never ignore it. They're very dangerous, lots of firepower. Throw a few rounds at them, but really we're here for Cloud. Got Cloud. Can we pull out of this? Yes, we can. Haha. Is that the P-38? I don't know if it is or not, but we know that we can't really fight him. Let's try and get into the terrain a little bit here. If he wants to chase us, he's really going to have to commit to it. I'm hoping he decides to go after the bombers. Oh, he's coming for us. We do have our pneumatic assist here. Can we get around on him? Looks like we got the advantage. Almost. We lost his pilot, though. Oh, nice. We picked him up. Man, we were doing so well. We had almost all the sights, and they just kind of snuck them all out from underneath our nose, didn't they? It is squall line. Got the bomber here. Alright, let's see if we can help our brethren out here. He's getting chased. There's one down. Two down. We'll assist a little bit there, but I'm gonna get out of this zone. There's not much for me to do here. Ooh. We do have a Yak-9 now. And a P-38. You know he's not happy about what we did earlier. So let's just get a little bit of distance. At the very least, we're dragging him away from the zone, which means that we're increasing or decreasing the odds that he's going to interfere with that capture, which is what I'm really hoping for. Okay, looks like he's broken off. Come on, guys.
We are controlling the military bases.
Nice.
Give the enemy a hard time. Be advised, a line of thunderstorms is approaching.
Lit him on fire. That was enough.
You copy.
Got both military facilities. We're still behind on points. I see this guy down here. You see me. Nice, he's gone. Here's the Focke-Wulf. We've already talked about how dangerous a Focke-Wulf can be if ignored. Perfect. Ooh. Still working on that center site. Now it's squall line. I thought we were already in squall line. Which means that that P-38 is going to be coming back for us. I see you, Cloud. Alright, here we go. I know what he's doing. But he's got somebody on his tail right now. Perfect. Looks like the IL-1 put some damage into him. Coming back around. Cloud's already injured. And got him. Nice. Still see a multi-roll. There is a bow fighter, not the aircraft I was expecting to see. This the Yak-9 again? It is. We gotta be careful. He can definitely get us.
Way to go. Victory is close.
Burned him out again? Nice. Oh. Flipped our ally there. And he is playing the low and slow game here. Smart move on his part, but we hit that pneumatic assist. Mordechai, no! There's only 2 of us left. If I tie here, that's actually a huge problem. Can we get Mordechai at least? Yeah, we got Mordechai. Burn away. Ooh. This is gonna be a close one. We know P-38s are fast. He's got some aircraft on his 6. That wasn't a P-38, that was the bow fighter. Oh no. Oh, did we take each other out at least? Yes, we did, but where is our bomber? Oh. Did I throw the match away? Let's check it out. Where is our bomber? Is he taking a bunch of flak damage? Is he safe? He looks like he's relatively safe. High health. This may be it. Ooh. That was a tough fight. Man, looks like Dick Dastardly is going to get away with it yet again. Let's go ahead and throw up the GG. Picked up the Kazudeb as well as the Conqueror. That is an awesome result for us. I was not expecting that with the P38J as a hard counter. I'm not sure what his setup was. We'll get to see my setup in a second here. I did not put everything all the way up to ultimate. I've got a couple of things on advanced, but man, it is nice to see when you've got a lot of specialized aircraft on either side. It really kind of highlights the caliber of gameplay that you can expect to see. We managed to capture 3 zones. We got 520 capture points and 200 while defending. So, you know, that's good for us. We actually did a decent amount of ground damage with those 2 sets of little bombs that we dropped on the special site, hopefully assisting in the capture of some of that site as well. Did only 1,000 damage less against aerial targets. We managed to take out 18. Man, we were close to an ace on that one. 5 air defense aircraft. We managed to take out 6 multi-rolls, 3 heavies, and 2 attack aircraft. Lots of crits. Again, the firepower is actually fairly decent. The enemy team didn't do bad either. You can see here Cloud Reigns was really giving us a run for our money. And the next 4 players, 6 of their players outscored even our second place person. So there was a lot of heavy lifting going on with these 4 human players over here. Man, that was a 4-on-4 actually. Man, that's awesome. So what is this aircraft setup and how does she play? So as you can see here, we've got 2 20mm cannons as well as 2 50 cals. They are centrally located on this weird kind of hook nose that we got here, and that allows us to pump out nearly 300 damage per second. Now I'm gonna just pull up some details here. We don't have a pilot in this plane, but you can kind of get a good comparison here as we're looking at these two. I am currently running for my services uprated engine, lightweight power unit, gas operated action to get that extra damage and then cooldown rate, and we're running the advanced collimator sight to be able to get a little bit more accuracy on the guns. Typical consumable loadout that I like to run, med kit, the pneumatic assist, the engine cooling, as well as the engine restart, and universal ammunition. That's always a good bet. But when it comes to comparing the gun armament to that of the P38J, it has 100 damage per second more than we do, but we have a much longer optimal range due to the 20s, while all of the 50 cal machine guns and the 37mm on the P38J are more of an in-your-face type of an armament. Really good for intercepting bombers or getting on the stern of a light fighter that doesn't know that you're coming in right behind them. But this has a little bit more sustained damage at longer range. Of course, the bombs and rockets, there's no comparison here. The P38J not only gets 10 5-inch rockets, but also 2 500-pound bombs. 2 100-pound bombs is nothing to write home about, but the resupply time is stellar at 60 seconds, so you're able to get those back very quickly. Survivability is relatively the same when you're talking about survivability. 50 points here gives it a bit of an edge. Like I said, it's just a little bit lacking compared to the P38J. Even on airspeed, we got a little bit more on the XP-50, but we're also not carrying 10 rockets. So if you decided to forego the air-to-ground munitions on the P38J, I think you'll find that you're able to get even more airspeed out of it, and making it very easy to chase down something like an XP-50. Now, maneuverability, we do have this thing down to a 12.9, but again, we do have this set up with a lightweight power unit. The P38J is just lacking a little bit on that front. But when you talk about the altitude performance, we have a much better altitude performance coming out of the P38J with an even better climb rate, which means it has even better acceleration. And the XP-50 has given away a little bit of that altitude performance for and a lower climb rate in order to get that slightly better maneuverability as well as slightly better airspeed. This is an interesting plane. It's very odd. I do think it's funny that there's so much weight in the front of the aircraft that all the landing gear is in the front third of the airframe. That's where all the weight is. It has a very weird kind of shape to the wings. They almost like cant in and then they cant back forward again. And then they're even canted forward on the outer edges of the wings. This weird twin tail. It looks like something that's definitely in that transition from biplane to mono wing type of a setup. I think it's neat. I think it's a neat looking plane, but I wouldn't go out of your way to go get one of these. But if you do see one of them on the battlefield, just know that it definitely has a lot of the same strengths, excuse me, as a P-38J. So just keep your eyes out and your head on a swivel in order to avoid being made this thing's dinner. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, I'll catch you on the next one.